Okay, guys, this is very interesting. Andrew Tate. Apparently, Andrew Tate is the most Googled person on the planet. This is quite funny because I came across him the other day. I was just looking at Piers Morgan, and he was doing an interview with Piers Morgan, and he sort of came across as sort of cocky, and some things he said I didn't really agree with, but apparently he's really popular with the young guys and ex kickboxer, all this sort of thing. But apparently he got arrested, and it was so funny because it was coincided with him having an argument with Greta Thunberg. And that's the thing is, are these things related? Are these things related? It's like, what a coincidence. So let's have a look at the raid and the arrest of Andrew Tate, and we'll get into what happened next. Here we go. There we go. That's him in the hoodie. This is in Romania. Apparently he lives in Romania. Yeah. Now, my dad would have been able to understand that. He's Bulgarian and Romanian to be able to understand Romanian, but I can't understand a word they're saying. But so he gets arrested, and it's very serious charges. Apparently, harboring like human trafficking, harboring girls in his house and all that sort of thing. So, very serious stuff. And then a few hours later, he turns up at Tucker Carlson. I think, what the hell's going on here? And he says he's been released. Andrew Tate and his brother have been released. But the thing is, everywhere else, I can't see. If you put Andrew Tate arrested, Google it. Lots of things about him getting arrested, right? And this is like an hour ago. They're still saying sparred with Greta Thunberg, arrested. This is only like an hour ago. This is live. Like I can refresh it. This is live 53 minutes ago. An hour ago, just saying they're arrested. But why aren't they reporting on him being released? If you put Andrew Tate released, you get Andrew Tate detained in Romania over rape and human trafficking case. Former kickboxer detained in Romania over human trafficking. Police release. That's the only thing. Police release a video after influencer arrest. So let's have a look. I don't know what the hell's going on here because has he been released? Like, let's look at Tucker Carlson's video of him. He's interviewing him. Obviously, he's being interviewed by Tucker Carlson. So let's have a listen to Tucker Carlson. We'll try and figure this out. Here we go. Come on. I might have to refresh the page. Come on. Here we go.
States say that the U.S. Embassy in...
There you go. Start from the beginning.
So news accounts in the United States say that the U.S. Embassy in Bucharest, Romania, was tipped off to your misdeeds and alerted the local authorities.
Now, the theory is that Greta Thunberg's fans did this. Apparently, Andrew Tate thinks he's been swatted, and I didn't really know what swatted meant. And this means like you call the police on a bogus charge, and they come and send a SWAT team around your house. You got to give them like a serious allegation. They come around with a SWAT team. So, yeah, he's not very low, and that's pretty low. It's pretty low by the left, but that's pretty much par for the course, isn't it? They really, really try and destroy you if you cross them. So it's pretty standard if the lefties have done this. But let's have a listen here to Tucker Carlson and Andrew Tate's response. So Tucker's saying that the Bucharest U.S. Embassy in Bucharest got tipped off, and they went and arrested him. Here we go.
Might be committing human trafficking.
Yeah, that's the allegations.
Given that this is the same charge they leveled against Julian Assange or a species of it, skeptical, but I want to know the details. Were you arrested for human trafficking? What happened?
See, the thing is, if he's arrested, that's a serious charge. Is this in jail? That looks like a fairly open window and everything. That doesn't look like he's in a jail cell. That's some serious charges.
Yeah, I was not arrested. So what happened is I suffered from a case of swatting. It's very popular with people who are large on the internet. Many large YouTubers have been swatted. It's where you call the police and you say somebody has a gun or there's a hostage situation and the SWAT team arrives. Somebody made a phone call to the American embassy saying that I was holding women at my house. The police arrived. And let me state this now. I state this openly to the world. I have absolute respect for the police. I would hate to live in a country where if you call the police saying women are being held against their will, that the police don't respond.
That's a good point. So even though he's gone through this whole ordeal, he actually respects the police for actually turning up and doing something about it, because that is a serious allegation that he's holding women against their will in his house, you know, human trafficking. It's pretty full on, and you don't get much more full on than that.
That would be terrible. Of course they should come and look. Absolutely. They turned up, they investigated, they realized that nobody was in the house against their will. There was no crime committed. They said, okay, you're not a suspect, but you are a witness to this, along with me, my brother, the housekeeper, the gardener. Everybody who was in the premises at the time was labeled a witness. We had to go to the police station for 45 minutes for pieces of paper. We filled them in and we were let go. I was swatted. Nobody was hurt. There's no human trafficking.
So what's going on? Why is this not being reported? Like, he's doing a full-on interview with Tucker Carlson and it's just not being reported. Oh, here we go. The video attached in this tweet is from August of... Here we go. This is interesting. Sorry, guys. We'll keep the video going anyway. This is quite interesting. Video attached to the tweet is from August of 2000 and is not recent. Andrew Tate remains detained in Romania. So, has this happened twice? This is very interesting. This is actually getting more interesting now that I know I've been misinterpreted here. I've misinterpreted what's been going on. Here we go. So let's have a look. So that video is old. Wow. Let's have a look what's going on here. Yeah, there we go. August. Yeah, August 2000. August 26th. Wow. There we go. So this is an old video. So he's got arrested twice. There we go. So, wonder who did this. Apparently suspended. So yeah, he's been suspended from YouTube and Twitter and everything. That is very interesting. Let's see what BBC's going on about. So this makes sense now. So this is the latest one. Here we go. It's this 30th of December. So it looks like he is detained then. I wonder if it was a coincidence because he was having this biff with Greta Thunberg. I wonder if they swatted him because they saw that. There's lots of people saying that they saw the pizza boxes on his table and it was, you know, local Romanian pizza chain, so they knew he was back in Romania. So were the police watching him, or were Greta's fans took the opportunity to ring up the embassy and tip him off and say, hey, Andrew Tate's back in Romania, go give him a bit of a knock on the door and arrest him. So a lawyer for the brothers confirmed their detention. So they're fully on detained now. Wow. Yeah, see this stuff this way. Yeah, it's bare responsibility, blah blah blah. No. Naughty boy. Creating organized crime repairs to recruiting. So there we go. So I saw he's a little bit dodgy, this fellow. Brothers have been under investigation since April alongside two Romanian nationals. So what do you think's going on here? Do you think he skipped Romania to avoid these charges, and then once he got back into Romania, people started tipping off that they're back in Romania and going to arrest him? Very, very interesting. So guys, leave your comments below. What do you think of Andrew Tate? My first impressions is he was a bit cocky, a bit saying just didn't gel with me. It seemed like a little bit of a con man to me, and I was going to investigate why he's so popular with the young people of the world, because he is very, very popular. And I was sort of thinking this guy just came across not really a great role model for young people. That's what it came to me as. But so here we go. So yeah, so Tate moved to Romania 5 years ago. Rumours have swirled online that police have been tipped off to Mr. Tate's presence in the country after posting video and taking aim at environmental activist Greta Thunberg. However, this is not believed to be the case. In the footage he posted, he was handed a pizza box from a local restaurant, which some users suggested inadvertently revealed his location to officers. Well, duh. Romanian pizza chain. I don't think they deliver intercontinental. The row of Mr. Thunberg began earlier this week, Mr. Tate tagging the 19-year-old activist in post boasting about his enormous emissions produced by his fleet of cars. There we go. Following the arrest, Mr. Thunberg retweeted, "This is what happens when you don't recycle your pizza boxes," referring to the online rumour. Gotta give it credit. Greta's got a good sense of humour. I actually saw a doco on her because at first I thought she was just some stupid little brat, but there was a documentary called, I think it's called A Year with Greta Thunberg, and it's quite interesting because she, even though she's an environmentalist, she's not completely dopey. She is swayed by science, and they were looking at all ways to reduce carbon. And she went to a place that was capturing carbon, like huge air filters, like capturing the carbon. And they're just doing his little scale plant there. And the guy said it's going to be decades, Greta, before this is going to be like can solve the problem. Like, we can scale it up, but it's going to it's not as easy as you think to reduce the carbon emissions and get the carbon out of the atmosphere. So. And she took that on board, and she was talking to some of the coal miners and that. So I sort of changed my mind on Greta. She's not as crazy as I thought she was to start with. But yeah. So guys, what do you think of this whole Andrew Tate thing? So I got it totally wrong. Now, I could redo this video, but I think it's good that to see in real time me investigating something and realizing I got it wrong because it just didn't make sense. Because when I said released, there was no thing saying that he was released. So that all makes sense now. He wasn't released. He is still in detention. Yeah, there you go. So this is 3 hours ago. So he's going to be detained for 24 hours. It says a former kickboxer and problematic internet guru. Go away. Oh, dear. Refresh. What's it doing? What's it doing this time? Oh, that's hopeless. We won't worry about that one. So yeah, they're going to detain him and question him, all that sort of thing. Okay, guys, that's enough. Very interesting how that turned out. I thought I had a bit of an exclusive here that he was released and nobody's reporting on it, but obviously this is from video attached from August 2022, so it's an old video. So he's been detained twice about this now. Going to be very interesting, as surely a lot of followers are very interested in this as well. We'll see how Andrew goes. But yeah, personally, I don't think he's a great role model, guys. Jordan Peterson. Stick with Jordan Peterson versus Andrew Tate. I think he's a much better role model. Get your life in order. All right, guys. So you know the drill. Like, subscribe, share. Hope you enjoyed this. It was quite interesting how it all panned out. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.